So today's a day of new and old. Some old familiar things, the stuff that we like, some new things, some changes, like what's happening with the seasons out here. We're in the state of Maine, we're just getting ready for white-tailed deer season, and if you want to look at an obvious change, the foliage is unbelievable. We shot some video about 3 weeks ago of what the trees looked like overhead, and then I shot some video today, and the difference is unbelievable. It goes from dense and green and fully covered to very brightly, and then nothing. All of the foliage is gone. Everything except the conifers, the pines, the fir, all of the needles stay, but almost all of the leaves eventually go away. And you might have noticed it's noisy at the test facility today because white-tailed deer season starts in 3 days here in the state of Maine. And there's a lot of activity while everyone's getting ready. And I have to do my part by helping people get their things sighted in, or at least providing them with a place to do so. So starting with the old today, I've walked by this case about 50 times in the last 6 months. I've spent some time with it before, so it's not new to me. It probably won't be new to you if you follow the channel, but it's not something I should just keep walking past. It's a really cool piece. This backpack is a kit. It is the Just Right carbine 9mm rifle kit, and the whole gun breaks down and fits in this backpack. Doesn't look like your typical gun case. It's just a backpack, and the receiver and the stock as assembled have a place here. The barrel has a compartment, and the forend has its own place as well. And it's really that easy to assemble it. All you've got to do is drop in a barrel, thread on the forend, and you're ready to go. Really neat piece. Now, if you're not familiar with this rifle, if I can, I'll look for a link to where we spent a little bit of time with it originally, so you can get the details on it. But in short, this one is a 9mm. It uses Glock magazines, which is cool because it's a great companion rifle. I carry a Glock around in the woods with me a lot during hunting season, so it's a really cool companion gun. Same ammo and same magazines. And it's completely ambidextrous. The ejection port can be changed from right side eject to left side eject. The charging handle can be changed from left side charging to right side charging. The only things that are going to stay the same are going to be the fire control group, which is going to be on the left side of the receiver, and the mag release, which is also going to be on the left side of the receiver. Other than that, you can change the controls around to suit the type of shooting that you want to do. And since I've been walking past this so much lately, I thought it would be fun to come out at the range, get a little last-minute target shooting in, since we tend not to shoot so much recreationally during deer season, and I thought I'd bring you along. Sure is a lot of fun to shoot, and at a distance I'm at about 35 yards, and we're just shooting at some of the half-size silhouettes from shootsteel.com. If a goofball like me can hit them every single time, there's no doubt about it that you can too. Thing's a blast. The other part of the new versus old that I'm working with today, and this is really where the idea came from, part of my normal loadout, my EDC. EDC drops are actually a thing now. Instagram, Facebook, all of these places. People empty their pockets and take pictures of what they carry in a typical day. And I was thinking about that, and one of the things that I've carried for quite a while, a go-to, has been this Olight M1T Raider. Little tiny piece. Takes a 123 lithium battery, so I've got plenty of them around, and they're nice and bright. They last a long time. But the reason I say we're going from old to new is I just received the new Olight M2R Warrior, and they asked if I would consider maybe making that part of my EDC. And they're coinciding the release of this video with what they call a flash sale. So there will be some advantages to purchasing the day this video comes out. There'll be some special deals. I'll have a hot link below this video and you'll be able to combine it with some other items that they have for this specific light, such as an attachment to mount this on the rail of your firearm, and a magnetic remote switch. Now, I tried this earlier today. The magnetic remote switch is amazing. You don't have to take the end cap apart like I typically do on other ones that I have and replace it with the special tail. Instead, the magnetic switch just clips over by the force of the magnet, and it's not going anywhere. It holds it nice and secure, and then the switch runs it remotely. For the specs on this thing, this little light, and it's not a whole lot larger than the original one that I carry, actually throws 1,800 lumens. It is really, really bright. I'm sure if you look it up and check out some things comparatively, you'll see how bright 1,800 really is. Just like the other Olights that I've been using for a long time, it has an instant on switch in the front, and it allows you to preset it at whichever brightness you want to set it at. There are several settings. You can let it cycle through the different settings, and then when you turn it on, it's always going to be on the setting that you want. No matter where you have the light set when you use your normal switch, if you need it really bright and really fast, by utilizing the end of it, you can always fire that right up. I think that it's really cool that this has the ability to mount as a firearms light. So I can either utilize it with the normal sheath and you know, carry it as part of my regular EDC, or I can slip it off and utilize it with the rifle mount that mounts on a normal piece of rail section with the magnetic switch. So again, I don't even have to disassemble anything, or I can slide it right back off and then carry it on my person again. It comes with a charger and a lanyard. It has an 1,800 lumen output, which is going to throw a beam about 300 yards, and that is an incredible distance with especially such a small flashlight. It's very easy to conceal, and it has a silent tail switch, so you're not making any noise by turning it on and activating it. It can be utilized as a defensive tool if need be. It has an extremely aggressive strike bezel on it, and it's supposed to be tough as nails. It provides a really firm grip on the body. It's textured, so it's not going to slide out of your hand even if it's wet in a damp environment. It utilizes a 5,000 milliamp rechargeable battery, so it lasts for a really long time. Now, there's a flash sale on these October 31st, 2019. If you're seeing this video October 31st, 2019, there are a few benefits for you going to their site today. The M2R Pro is going to be 30% off today during that flash sale. And if you want to bundle it with the magnetic pigtail, the remote switch, and the firearm mount, you're going to get an additional 40% off by putting all three of them together. And it is available in camouflage as well as... I told you it was going to be loud here. Because it's so difficult to illustrate brightness, I want to do something to the best of my ability. It is about 10 past 4 in the afternoon where I am, far from dark. But it's kind of overcasty today, so it's not a bright sunny day either. We're about 35 yards from the impact area. I'm going to slide the camera down to the impact area and then hit it with the flashlight from here. You can actually see it lighting up even during this time of day. Check this out. How cool is that? If that's throwing this much light while it's already this light out, it's going to be a torch at nighttime. Now, when Olight asked me to share the information on this light, I didn't think twice. I've carried an Olight, and this is the third one that I've carried. It's the third generation of Olight that I've carried as part of my own loadout, my EDC, if you would. And they've always functioned great. I've never had a problem with one. They've always exceeded my expectations, and again, I've never had an issue. And they're a lot less expensive than some of the competitors' lights that may or may not even function to the capacity that these things do. So that's going to wrap up new versus old day. The summer's gone. We're coming into fall. It's time for hunting season here in the state of Maine. Going to be chasing the elusive Moby buck. You're going to see a lot more fluorescent orange color in the future. And everyone's going to have a good time and enjoy a nice, safe opportunity in my grocery store back here. We're looking forward to it. Thanks for joining me at the range today. If you did, please click like. Share us with your friends in your vast social media universe. Subscribe to the channel if you don't already, both on YouTube and on Full30. And make sure you click notify so you know when we upload videos. We found that a lot of people that have asked to be notified in the past are no longer being updated when we do upload a new video. So even if you have, you might want to check it if you just happen to stumble on this video. You can visit us over on Patreon and maybe participate a little bit more behind the scenes when we're busy. And if you just enjoy that day-to-day conversation, Facebook is probably the best place to do that. If you're watching this video on October 31st, 2019, check out the Olight links below and maybe score yourself some good kit for yourself. And you'll see why I like Olight so much as well. Till next time, have fun and be safe.